It's a wild history. The American West, where years ago stories of fame and fortune were sold down the rail line. The rush for gold, land, and opportunity largely passed through places like this. Too dry, too rocky, too harsh. Those who did stop here, like my great-great-grandfather, saw the promise of what this land could be. They learned how the earth spoke and taught me to listen. My family and I made a life here, but the land isn't all mine. We are surrounded by public lands owned by federal agencies. Ranchers like me and my family are the ones who take care of these vast spaces. There are 640 million acres of public lands across the West. They are part of the daily lives of ranchers like me, but also enjoyed by people from all over the world. Keeping these lands open for the public may not have been the original intent of the federal government, but over time, these vast, open spaces have become the core identity of this country. Hundreds of wildlife species make their homes here. The native grasses have deep roots. They guard against erosion while sustaining wildlife and our livestock. While they may not look like much, grasses like these are the largest store of above and below ground carbon in North America. Even in dry years, like this one, the soil is alive with millions of organisms that are the foundation of healthy, resilient landscapes. Ranchers like me have leveraged our ancestors' wisdom with the newest science and technology to make sure all of this lasts for the next generation. That future is threatened every day. Topsoil lost in landslides. Grasses devastated by grasshopper invasion. Every year, it's something new. I've seen fire wipe out entire landscapes. Our grazing reduces the buildup of dry grasses that make these fires so catastrophic. This year is as dry as I've ever seen it. Our range improvements bring water to the landscapes where there otherwise would be none. Our investments make life possible for wildlife and public land more enjoyable for everybody. Public land use has changed over my lifetime. Here, recreation has exploded over the last decade. There are more people who want to access these lands, often not understanding that their actions can have lasting consequences. But a little thought and careful instruction can make all the difference. We have to make sure our impact is positive and lasting. These lands represent hundreds of years of history, investment, and success. They are the promise of a future that includes the range scientist, sheep herder, and the next generation. These lands may not belong to me, but we fight for the future of these landscapes every day. This is the best of the American West, a living history and inheritance for all of us.